South Africa has a rich history in science and innovation. From the first heart transplant to the invention of the CAT scan machine, we've made a significant impact on the global science community. We are fortunate to be able to run world-class science programs and research, as well as offer the expertise of the brilliant minds of our scientists. But the challenge is now to grow the number of scientists in South Africa and support our young people in ushering a new age of science and technology. The great level of socio-economic inequality in South Africa means that our future scientists don't all have the same background. Throughout schooling and after graduation, support and guidance can make all the difference in building the foundation of a prosperous career. Along with the organizations and groups that exist at various stages of education and training, professional association can be an incredible benefit for scientists throughout their careers.
My name is Tanya Marshall. I am a geologist by training. I started off in geology in the early 70s, went through university at Witwatersrand University, stayed there for a couple of years doing postgraduate studies, and I then became a field geologist, probably one of the first women field geologists in the country. I have specialized in diamonds over the years and precious stones. I have also been able to open my own company. I run an exploration consulting company here in South Africa, where I work in Africa and elsewhere in the world. The challenges that I always come back to is I started in exploration geology in the 70s when women weren't allowed to work underground. We weren't allowed to work in mines. We didn't have promotion prospects. So that forced my career in a completely different manner to which it may have gone. Looking back, I'm not sorry that I went into the exploration side as opposed to mining, but that was probably the major challenge that I faced back in the day. But since then, I've focused more upon being a geologist than being a women geologist.
I'm Mary Joy Masetlani. I grew up in Soweto, Meadowlands. From a very young age, I've always enjoyed being outdoors, and that's when I discovered geology. From high school, I discovered the love of geology, and I studied geology at Wits University. Currently, I am studying Masters of Management at Wits Business School, focusing on energy leadership. Some of my personal challenges that I've had to face while studying is having to balance home life and school life, having to submit assignments, the high pressures of having to study while being at home and taking care of family. Those were some of my challenges. And to top it up, having to find employment in the industry that I'm in without being registered was an added challenge that I faced. I've had friends that advised me to look into SACNASP and registering. I went on and I registered, only to find that they have a mentorship program that I registered for and also joined.
I remember how much I struggled when I was doing my PhD studies while working full-time. That was a big challenge for me. But with mentors that I have around me, people that helped me to be able to find a balance between my work and personal life, it helped for me to have people that were guiding me, showing me different ways and methods of working, helping me navigate through the work life while still making sure that I deliver in my academics. It has contributed positively also in cases where I've had to deal with politics. Developing a sense of self-awareness and emotional intelligence has really contributed positively in my career.
The South African Council for Natural Scientific Professions holds the standard of excellence and fosters a sense of community among natural science practitioners. Along with providing a code of conduct that is of international standard, the organization promotes lifelong learning and the practice of natural science across the nation. An important element of this work is the promotion of mentorship.
Mentorship is actually a very large field. It encompasses giving back to young students, it encompasses encouraging and enthusing them, but perhaps the easiest way for me to explain what mentorship is to explain the mentorship that I received as a junior. After I'd been to university and I started working, my first job in industry for an international mining company here in South Africa. After a couple of months, my boss asked me to go and purchase some satellite images. Well, that threw me totally because I knew how to interpret a satellite image. I knew what to do with it on the computer, but I had no idea where to go and buy one because that was not something that was part of the university curriculum. My senior geologist then took me through the practicalities of the day-to-day business of what I was doing. He showed me where to go and buy these things. And this is something that a lot of young geologists don't know. We're educated at university, but we're not taught some of the practicalities. Working with practicalities is one of the things that mentorship is. The other thing is another mentor that I had. He would introduce me to people. He organized that I would go overseas on a conference as a young graduate student. Without his mentorship, introducing me to people, I probably wouldn't have got the first job that I did get, and I very definitely wouldn't have developed the larger network that I've been able to create over the years. It's important that young students are mentored in today's society because the industry is so large. We don't always know where we're going to land up. We don't know the many opportunities that there are out there. We go to university, we learn X, Y, and Z about metamorphic igneous and sedimentary rocks, and then we know that we're going to go out and use it. How, where, when, and why is things that we don't really learn at university. Whereas a mentor can then help us to understand how we can apply those things in our lives, what different jobs there are that work with it, the different requirements of different kinds of companies, because working for a big company is very different to working for a small junior company. And if you've spent your whole life working for a large company, to suddenly go to a small company or vice versa, you need someone to guide you through the how and the where.
The benefits of mentorship for me is that I'm exposed to experts in the fields that I'm in, exposed to a lot of networking, which is very important in geology as well as in the energy space. In addition to being exposed to some of these great courses, you get to be exposed to other opportunities in terms of also job opportunities. I registered for SACNASP online. The registration process took approximately 3 to 4 months. After that, that's when I received communication if I would like to be part of the mentorship program. I joined the program, and ever since joining the program, I've been in communication with the SACNASP team. And some of the benefits of having a mentor in this program for me has been that he guides me in terms of my career. When I have challenges in my career, he's there to advise me. He uses tools like storytelling of experiences that he has had that align with some of the things that I'm going through, which really helps a lot.
Mentorship has had a positive impact in my career. It's important for young people to be part of mentorship programs. This is a community that can help you gain access to information. This community can also help guide you when it comes to your studies. Mentorship helps us to be able to navigate through challenges. Wherever we lack information, if you've got a mentor or you're part of a mentorship program, you can access information easily. I remember I first met my mentor when I was in high school, and he came to our high school to talk about studies in the STEM field. He has helped guide me along the way when I had to make difficult choices. I've also had the opportunity of being mentored at work. It was very challenging for me to be able to balance school life as well as work life, and that has helped me to be able to navigate through these challenges and complete my PhD studies.
Mentorship is a deeply valuable relationship where knowledge and experience from a more senior individual is passed along to someone junior to them. It isn't simply knowledge sharing. Mentorship is guidance, discussing challenges together to find the optimal solution and working together to support the professional development of the individual. It is a relationship designed to support success and offers benefits to both the mentor and the mentee.
Professionalism is a thing that's becoming more and more important. And again, it's something we don't learn at university. How do you become professional? And it's through mentorship programs that the mentor can explain to the mentee what it is that professionalism means, and also to guide you through the ethics of different situations. Because in your career, you're going to come across all different types of situations. And you might think that this is the right way to go, but there are various other alternatives.
Emotional intelligence is very important in the workspace. How you conduct yourself, how you interact with your colleagues is very important. Having dealt with challenges in the workspace and having my mentor advise me of attending this mentorship program from someone who doesn't is that in this case you're exposed. You're exposed to a lot of experts in the field that you'll be in. You are learning so many other avenues in the career. So you have different paths that you can choose from. And also you get to learn a lot of other things that you don't learn in university. There are courses that are put together strategically that help you and that can advance you in your career.
So the process that I like to follow when mentoring somebody is initially to get to know that person. Not only their academic desires or their industry desires, but them as individuals, to try and get an understanding of their personality types, things that come easy to them, things that they find difficult to do. And once I've been able to develop a personal relationship with them, then I can work on perhaps their weak points and also strengthen their stronger points. Duration of mentorships can vary dramatically. You don't want to do anything shorter than 1 year because you just don't have the time then to do what needs to be done. Association with one of my mentors probably lasted about 15 years. So it's preferably not to have a short period of time. The formal time period is generally a year to 2 years. Then you can continue that informal relationship throughout your entire career.
The role of a mentee is to be active. As a mentee, you are the one who initiates topics. You are basically the driver of the mentor and mentee relationship. You come up with topics. If you need advice, you are basically the initiator in this whole relationship.
You become a mentee through various programs. Some organizations like SACNASP have formal mentorship programs where you apply on their website and you go through the process.
The roles of the organization that assists mentor and mentees is for them to ensure that the mentor and mentee have the resources and that there are programs in place, such as courses, that will make the whole relationship easier and also beneficial.
The mentor would develop a program of various issues that they would like to cover over the period of the mentorship. So you make contact with your mentee, and then we would have a look at the list of things that we wanted to cover and agree between the mentor and the mentee which were the important ones for that particular student.
In the science world, mentorship can help young professionals navigate environments, seek additional support or skills development, create an effective career growth plan, and implement it, as well as help build them a network for future collaboration and partnerships. The aim is to ensure that they don't walk the path alone and feel they have a caring, understanding, and wise hand guiding them.
You could get a mentor at work, you could get a mentor anywhere. A mentor is important because they are there to guide you, they are there to shorten the time because they've already gone through that path, and guiding you through would make things much easier.
Find your area of interest and research in that area. Who are the specialists in that area? Find a way to contact those people and join the program. When you've got a mentor, it's very easy to navigate through some of the barriers that are currently existing in our systems. So find people that are specialists in your area, make sure that you have their contact and that you can speak with them whenever you need advice.
My advice is, if you want to advance in your career, if you want to stand out in your career, then you should get a mentor.
If I had to provide some encouragement to new mentees, I would say take hold of the opportunity. Make the most of it. Your mentor has been around the bush a couple of times. Ask them all the questions that you want. They're not going to judge you. They're not going to look at you as being too junior. They are there to help you, to provide you with the experience that they've had over the last number of years. I would like to give a vote of thanks to SACNASP for the candidate mentoring program that they have developed in harmony with various voluntary associations. They've also had mentees who have international exploration and mining experience, and that opportunity doesn't come around very often.
It's possible to achieve your goals, it's possible to achieve your dreams.